What up, world? It's your boy Mark Walter Ward, Super Fact Show, Super Fast Network. Today we got with us Just Rich Gates to talk about the CEO life. How you doing today, brother?
I'm doing good. I'm blessed, bro.
You know, you started out in the game as an artist under some legendary CEOs, worked your way up. You know, now you got I mean, thriving as an understatement record company, JCE Records. So, like, from what you used to see at the beginning to how being a CEO actually is, what's the difference? What have you learned?
Um, when you're in a position of power, you're a leader and a boss. You face with options and choices, and it's bigger than you. You got to lead for the team and the company and the family. And then when you play in your position as a soldier or artist or underdog or underboss, you're willing to sacrifice everything to keep your position and to move into a bigger position. So
yeah, rising tide lift all boats. I can dig that, but I mean, like you personally though, like you're kind of a unicorn because you worked under CEOs like Gucci Mane, Waka Flocka, had involvement with Wu-Tang Management. I mean all the different record deals. Like you've seen so many elements of the game that the other artists haven't. Like for instance, what's a CEO a CEO lesson you learned from observing Gucci Mane or from him even telling you?
I mean, me personally, one time was going to a show and he pulled up separate. I think we was in Club Opera in Atlanta, and he was just moving by himself, He showed me like real bosses got respect. You don't gotta like be security up like that. Like that's what I seen that day. And as far as Flocka, he just showed me to just, always like give and stay humble, shit like that. Cause every time we meet and talk and link, it's always like we never, like we never left, He's always humble. So I try to practice that myself.
I mean, you was around for a lot more of that. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to learn a lot from observation with Flocka. Like what was it like when the Brick Squad Monopoly with first branched off and he assumed leadership and you saw the moves he was making?
I just seen, somebody just, growing and maturing and being his own man, being his own boss, taking his own destiny in his own hands and just trying to show like I can do it too.
Because I mean, it's fair to say, some cast was counting them out, and like you've been in that position too. So like, what have you learned, or what do you know about like how a boss acts when let's say the game or whatever is counting them out?
It just depends on like the person that's counting them out, because if you count them out, then it's a good chance you don't see what's on the other side. You're not on the other side of the curtain, because you can't never count a boss up. You can't never count a boss out, because his network always gonna keep him in the game. It's a reason why everybody's a boss.
So how would you give somebody, what advice would you like your networking game is crazy. Like I said, Brick Squad, suffice, got songs with Prospect Pens, Wu-Tang Management, made songs with every hit rapper in the South, West Coast legend. I mean, it just goes on and on. Like you might got the number one. Like I always said, Gucci Mane probably the number one A&R in history. You might got the number one rapper networking game in history.
Appreciate that, bro. But that just came off respect, network, and move around in the streets, playing my position, and everything just going about like real genuine, real organic shit, real recognized, real type shit.
Hey, let me ask you this. If someone moved funny style, can they ever be taught how to move correctly?
If they willing to learn, because, mistakes, it's nothing but lessons we learn not to make twice if you're smart and wise.
Because I've seen you go to quite a few different places where you gotta be accepted to go there, let's say. You know what I'm saying? I feel moving right is such an underrated aspect of being a boss in hip hop.
Just gotta know how to move. Your face card gotta be A1 too.
Yeah. You
When
know,
you discreet's favorite, man, you know, gonna get a lot of perks with that too.
yeah, true indeed. So you know, at what point did you realize that you wanted to boss up and make you know JCE Records like a straight up legitimate record label, signing artists, having groups, having imprint labels and all that?
I mean, I had aspirations like since high school, like they just formed it like on some Rockefeller Dipset type shit, because that was what I looked up to in the beginning. Of course, you know, Jay-Z, Killer Cam, and you know, Memphis Bleak. I saw when you interviewed Bleak too. You know, I used to bump that Understanding. I used to bump that on Beanie Siegel to Becoming the Truth, all that shit.
Hell yeah, man, the truth that was that shit right there.
I still bump all that shit to this day. I'd rather bump that shit than a lot of this new shit, you know?
Word, me too, me too. I mean, shit, good musicians like good music, right? So, as a CEO, what's the good and bad of dealing with artists?
Some artists get impatient, some artists not humble, some artists, a lot of them, they start tasting their success and they just, you know, they get out of control, man. They get on some rock star shit, but we all rock stars, but you gotta listen. You still gotta follow protocol. You still gotta stay humble. You still gotta stay ground zero, because you can go back there any day. And you know, they just forget where they come from and forget, you know, what niggas did for them and shit.
Word. So like, what differentiates, like, let's say a Skeezy Scott who you know launched the JCE Records West?
Skeezy Scott been there from day one. Like as far as when the label and company start building, he always at the round table. He played his position. He been around when niggas, you know, didn't even know he rap. So, you know, you got to think about that. A lot of niggas be around and they just playing their position, but they got other talents and skills. But you know, they got to play their position before it can get seen. It takes a lot of discipline to do that.
Yeah, I mean, as you
So
can well
a
attest
lot
to.
of artists, they don't want to support other artists. You know, a lot of artists are selfish. So when it comes to being a boss, I learned, you know, you can't be selfish. Yo, you gotta do the whole opposite, yo. Well, you might
Yeah,
catch me just hold a whole check on my team, like it's whatever.
nah, like, nah, you definitely. I mean, not only your team. You don't fucking hesitate to show credit to other people. Like you don't put me on to countless people whose music was good that don't behoove you financially, or been like throw them a, you know,
And I
a listen, so maybe I could post them on Dirty Good Bastard or something.
I just feel like dope music from dope people that's living real solid and living out their lyrics and raps deserve to get heard.
Yeah, I mean, like you put me on. I mean, notably, like somebody I listened to a lot was Badass Becky, and I ain't see you make no song with her or nothing, but you was just like, yo, this chick in Florida's dope, and yeah, you was right like shit.
Yeah, now we got a song together. I'm about to put it out like on Rich Hardy too. I think I'm about putting this 22 on it too.
Oh, that'd be
And
dope.
Prospect Pens got a verse on it. That's gonna be a big single for him. Shout out to Prospect Pens, Double Nine. Y'all already know what the fuck going on. BX, stand up, man. JCE or up time, man. Summer's out. Free A
I
Mafia.
Yeah, Free A Mafia, no doubt. I don't know how much of this I can talk about or not, but you know, you were sending me like crazy projects and track lists and you know, and the messages today. So like, what can you talk about that you got coming out? Because I mean, some of that shit looked insane.
I mean, you know, I gave you the exclusive first. The only other members that saw it was the main JCE members, the fans. Nobody don't know about the shit. It's about to drop. It's about to be a 3-part series. Rich Hearted 1 through 3. Shout out to Filthy Rich. You heard what the man said. He Rich Hearted. I'm Rich Hearted. We love money. That's what the fuck going on. This whole Rich Hearted movement. And you can talk about whatever. You know, the cover look like some Cash Money shit. You see Cobras on that iced out. So it all got a symbol behind it. Yeah, you see me iced out. You know, you see that. You see that. You know, but at
Yeah.
the same time, I'm a cobra. Like I will bite you, so I don't play. I'm Snake Zilla. Big fat.
Man, all right.
You know?
So since you talked about the cover, yeah, the No Limit looking cover is vicious as shit. But you know, like my only complaint,
Like
bro. is I wish you would make T-shirts of some of these covers. Like y'all, you got some legendary covers. You and Just Juice Jones that look like Rick and Morty. The Tony Rich Tanner, I think it's two, whichever one got the black and white profile. It's mad at your fans. I guarantee would be wearing them T-shirts.
Nah, bro. Like since last time we talked too, I want to say like I've been doing more shows and more features, and I really got to see like how big I am. I'll be going places, niggas going crazy. People know who I am with no introductions. Like soon as we pull up to like Indianapolis, soon as we pull up to Florida, I walk in the gas station, random nigga just like, "What up, Gates? I like your outfit you got on today." Me and my nigga Jay Bucks like, "The fuck? We don't even know that bitch." We like, "Damn." Like that shit been going on the whole day. I go in the barbershop, niggas coming in the barbershop, bitches looking through the window, old heads like, "Yo, I got jewelry." I'm like, "Cool, then, that's cool." Like it made me open my eye to. And then I seen like people rap my lyrics word for word in my face. Like,
yeah, I mean,
like
you see how many people got videos
too,
of your shit on social media? Like that shit is a phenomenon.
Yeah.
But hold up, man. Did you just say I got more features? Didn't you do like more than 500 features in a year?
Yeah, something like that for sure.
And you got more features. Damn.
Got plenty. So I'm sitting on like 10 mixtapes. I signed a mixtape. I signed a distribution deal with Page. So I'm on the mixtape came down since Lil Flip.
Nah, I saw on the one. I saw on the one joint on the one little hard drive. You had like easily 1,500 songs on there, and that was like your traveling jump.
Hey, fact, no kidding.
Yeah, that shit's insane. But shit, I mean, I really just wanted to talk to you about what being a CEO, especially a CEO in hip hop is like, because I think a lot of people aspire to it, but don't really got an understanding of what it takes. So I appreciate you for that. And please, before we get out of here, shout out your socials.
You can follow me at Just Rich Gates, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Y'all niggas tell Instagram to verify me. On Instagram, on Cash App at Rich Gates JCE, and I'm verified on Facebook at Just Rich Gates JCE. So that shit don't make no sense, man. Shout out to my nigga Mark, JCE, double Islam shit. Shout out to Skeezy Scott, Miss 22 up next, Big Kyle 2100, Jizzle Kruger, OG Nike Boy. I know what the fuck going on. Shot the show again. Yeah.
Hell yeah, taking over the motherfucking world. Appreciate you, brother. Hey, make sure you stay on here though.